In this next calendar year, I will be turning 50. I didn't know back many years ago that I'd be doing it as a single dad, pretty much raising my 4 kids full time. And I had an experience this weekend on a vacation with my kids that completely recreated a vacation we did 6 years ago without intentionally doing so. It was just one of those God things where things came together and I found myself standing in the exact same spot I was standing with my kids 6 years later, with a whole lot of life between now and then. And this is what it did for me. The YouTube channel here, I started to document and educate and inspire and look for other people like me that, as you age, you're not just gonna complacently age, that you wanna get after things. You've been hearing a lot about peptides, but you're not really sure it's the route for you because you have more of a natural mindset and you want to do the work, but you need some assistance because your body's not responding well. So I have been educating people on natural peptides, my routine, what I'm doing, having come from a health science and kinesiology background, a master trainer of the trainers and trained the trainers, shifted into a desk job, and then life hit me like a truck. And in that, I felt like my wellness just got pulled out from underneath me. And I frankly have been in survival mode for the last several years. But this past week, being on vacation in Vancouver, I realized that seasons have shifted. We're not in survival mode anymore, and I'm done playing small, and it's time to play big. So if you need some information, follow along. Let's talk about something that happened, and let's talk about the plan to get there, and follow me on YouTube here as I share. We can inspire each other to move forward and get after the things that matter. So here I was standing in front of the Olympic Flames that are in Vancouver, ready to take a picture a week ago on our family vacation when my daughter said, "Oh, we should recreate that picture from when we were here last time." And I had my hand like awkwardly behind my head and I looked like I was twisted like a wacko. We should redo that picture. And I just thought, what an amazing idea. So I pulled up my phone, went back to 2020, 6 years before, and found that picture with her arm all awkwardly then. And then I got the kids all positioned up to recreate that picture. Now, a lot freaking changed between that photo and this one. And if you're a parent, you start to recognize like time just moves quickly and it's not something I want to take for granted. So in those moments, and I did this with a couple other spots that we went to where I recaptured the exact same kind of picture with all of my kids in various different spots throughout where we traveled. It just reiterated to me, like, where do I want to be a year from now? And what habits and what things do I need to tighten up in order to get there? And I ushered in this willingness to do what it takes to get there. And also this honest moment with myself for where I'm falling short and where I need to tighten things up. Like, consistency of my workouts have been pretty good, but I need to now dial in the quality and the intensity of those workouts and stop telling myself that I'm in survival mode now, allowing myself to push harder and harder and allowing myself to get back to where I once was. The other part of it is something like my sleep peptides. So part of my routine is these natural peptides because I believe in that more natural route, sharing on here more and more about those. So make sure you follow along and watch some of my other videos about that. But the sleep peptide is an example where I need to tighten up my diligence and my follow through, my discipline on that, because the sleep peptide, as I found with some of my clients, it works a lot better for me if I take it a lot earlier in the day. When you're high stress or high cortisol like myself, taking it later in the day, it does not do as well with my body. So then I just don't take it because I miss it. So now it's like, no, I need to take this early in the day. It's a priority. I need to get the sleep. I can't miss it. What alarms, what reminders, what things do I have to put into my routine? Where do I have to place this peptide in my house and in my car? Because if I'm off running a kid off somewhere, so I can take it on time to get that deep sleep. How do I make sure that that happens and stop making an excuse that I'm too busy to make it happen? I'm too busy to not take it and to not get deep sleep and not get recovery and not get the results I want heading into my 50s. And it's the emotional eating, like catching myself when I get into that emotional eating spot. Yes, vacation, I went a little bit haywire. And now it's like, no, I need to dial in all the little emotional eating that I allow happen. No, deal with the emotions adequately. A lot of what you realize is that what you've come through, that you've gotten stronger through it and not taking on this mindset of weakness. So, the one peptide does help you turn down the food noise, but on some of those really stressful days, even though I didn't have the food noise going on, I just decided to indulge a little extra. So there's lots of different places that have me excited that I know I can tighten up on a daily basis to get me where I want to go. So the question for me now is, what is this picture going to look like next summer? Like, what picture and what moments can I capture? What memories can I have with my kids when I'm just diligent and intentional about the days that I'm back into my normal life now? The vacation is over, but there's some other memories and opportunities. I find them in everyday moments, but I really want to provide an exploratory experience for my kids again like that on a whole other level. So we're going to dial it in. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to share my movement and what I'm doing, my years of experience, and my own journey back to wellness and out of survival mode into thriving mode. And if you want to follow along and want to pick up some of the routines and things and tools that I'm using, this is the place for you. And we will get motivated together, because life is so much more than just surviving it, friend.